Are you guys thinking about moving to Crestview? This Emerald Coast town has homes with big lots and big value because these homes are all under $500,000 and they are just a short drive from the beach. Stick around because you won't believe the value that you get for this price. You ready? Let's go ahead and check out inside. It's got the hardy board and everything. Let's get inside. As we get in here, the first thing I notice in this 3,000 foot plus home, that's right, that's the square footage you get at this price. Off to the left here is a formal dining area or reading room. Most of these, I've sold a couple of these when they were brand new construction, and that's where they had the dining room. So pretty cool in here. Nice open space, and then off to the right is what I consider an office area, another extra space. Could be another reading room, what have you. Lots of natural light. The ceilings are super tall in here and it seems wide open. You gotta love this. All right, so as we head down from the foyer here, we take a look out here and of course we got that beautiful living room. Of course, we're gonna check that out here in a moment. And of course, there's a coat closet. Woohoo, coat closet. All right. So because you don't want to be right next to your kids or family members, we have a split concept. Actually, it's multiple split. So here we have our first bedroom. Again, good light. It's got the recessed lighting in here too. See that? What? That's all throughout the house, of course. That's what you're gonna get for a 2022 build. Now, most of these closets, now these are good doors, by the way. Like these aren't the cheap stuff. They're all pretty deep inside here too, just to give you a good idea. Now there are carpet in the bedrooms, which is pretty typical, and then you have your just normal stuff, your LVP throughout the rest of the home. All right, that's bedroom number 2. And yes, there was a closet, but it's basically the same thing. We got a double closet here with that same sort of space. All right, closet galore. Here is your main bath. Now, first thing I notice here, single vanity. This is actually a granite. Don't take it for granted. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we also have the some good fixtures throughout here. Wasn't super high-end stuff, but this is all really good things here. We got the shower tub combo in here in really good shape. It's what you're standard gonna find for your master bath. Coming on in here, oh yeah. Talk about open concept, guys. This is amazing. Of course, we got the kitchen over there. We're gonna check that out here in a moment. But they've got a nice, cool chandelier. It's got a double tray. Like that really makes it stand out. You know, I was a little mystified when I came in and saw that darn chandelier, but this is a ton of open space, lots of natural lighting. Of course, from the kitchen, which we're gonna go back in here in a moment, you're gonna see just that it is the trueness of open concept here. But before we do, I wanna show you down this hall. Yes, this is where we started. So big pantry here. Obviously, you could put more shelving in here if you'd like to. A big old pantry here, and yes, a laundry inside. This is a big laundry room, right? Now, it doesn't have one of the sinks in here, but you could put it in here. And here's a key thing that I always notice when I come into these places is, especially in Florida, if you've ever lived in a place that's so darn hot, oh man, if this is in the garage, that garage is probably 100 degrees, right? So having inside laundry is huge, right? And of course, this is where we came in, if you're curious. So let's twist back around here. I'm gonna show you the garage. It's got a little step down here, but 2-car garage, nothing special in here. Now, interestingly enough, you'll see that this isn't finished, right? And a lot of these homes that were built, especially during the big housing boom, They didn't do it to save price and time and everything else. So most of the garages aren't painted. So if you see that and you're like, why isn't that way? That's just what happens. All right. Before we get into the kitchen, I want to show you the other split. Okay, so there are 2 other bedrooms. This is the first one here. This is much bigger than the other 2 that we had seen. Really nice in here. Okay, lots and lots of space, guys. Now, again, I'll show you inside the closet so you get a good idea what this is about here. And there is another bedroom because this is a 5-bedroom. And I would open this door, but they're moving and there's like all sorts of stuff in here. So you can imagine that it looks a lot like the room that we were just in. So let's do that. All right, so coming into the other main bathroom here, guest bath, whatever you would like to call it. All right, so this has got the same type of vanity, except not as much counter space. So I got 2 bedrooms over here, so get the short end of the stick. Probably where the boys are staying. Similar, actually the same tub shower combo that we have here, but still pretty good. Now this is the main bath that we're gonna be using and have access to more than likely when we are here in the living room. Okay, so over here, before we head out to the back there, of course we still have the master to go, but you can see that they do have a eat-in kitchen area here. Still got plenty of good lighting out here. So this thing encompasses not just the eat-in kitchen, this massive sofa for the family. You can already see, this is where everybody hangs out. And now it's time to look at this kitchen. Again, they didn't skimp when it came to chandeliers. I love the modern updates with it. I don't know if you guys do. If you do, leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. But tons and tons of counter space. This is the same granite that they have used all throughout the home in the bathroom. Sometimes you'll see that there's Formica that's in there, but in this case, nope, they used it all the same. So I love that. Of course, if you watch Tim's videos, yeah, I'm talking in third person, apologize. But I love this farmhouse sink. It's deep, it's big. It's weird that it's not centered. Anybody else notice this? But in any case, I do really like that. There's a ton of counter space out here. You do have the stainless steel appliances all throughout here. It's Florida. We all have the dishwashers here. And then of course, lots and lots of cabinet storage. Yeah, so really do enjoy the kitchen. But yes, I do really enjoy the fact that this does open up into the entire area here, and it is the true open concept. So let's continue on over, just to give you a better look here. We're gonna go over and check out the master suite. All right. All right, guys, and just as a reminder, if you do see homes like this and you are curious and about these different homes and where you are going to be at, guys, give us a call, shoot us a text. I'm always happy to see which areas might be best for you and whether these homes or other like that fit your needs. So give us a call, shoot us a text. All right, so moving back in here, we are in the master suite. Love the box frame. Yeah, for the bed frame, it's pretty cool. But as far as a room, we do have a single tray, ceiling fans, things like that throughout here. Really big room. It does have access out to the back patio, which we'll go check out here shortly after this. But yeah, really good. Again, there's carpet throughout here, and as we get into the master bath, as one would hope, plenty of counter space, as well as dual vanities, which is fancy talk for dual sinks. And we've got the same fixtures throughout. A little bit of strobe action going on in here for us. Getting you into the clubbing mood. All right, another small closet here, which I always joke is the his and that's the hers closet, right? And then, of course, you have your own area, a separate area for the commode, which is always nice when you're sharing a bathroom. We do have a garden tub in here. I do have the window right above it too. And then a stand-up shower. Now I do love these, especially that you don't have a shower curtain or anything in here. These built-ins are actually really nice. Now, if you watch just a couple of the other videos that I have here, that they have the custom tile, quite honestly, these are cheaper and they're way easier to maintain in my opinion. Just take that for what it's worth. All right, and then we have a huge walk-in closet. It was a lot bigger than that. And of course, they're really neat here. The people that have this are very neat people. Okay, a little bit of the backsplash to kind of open this up to, as we did see, but really nice master bath all together. Okay, so now that we've got that, we'll go ahead and head out back so we can see what the porch looks like in the backyard. Okay, so the nice part about this has got a big old overhang in here. There's some exterior lighting. And of course, this is sitting on a big old lot. Look at that. Lots of space. Now, the neighbors didn't put up a fence, so it looks a lot bigger than it is. But that's okay, that's okay. Now, the good part here is that if you wanted to turn this outdoor space and put a TV up there, they've already got the mounts and everything for that. You could screen this in so the Florida bugs don't come and get you. But overall, a really nice area. All right, guys, that's all that we have for this home. Of course, I'm gonna have the price. I'm going to have the square footage and all the other details here towards the end of this video. We still have another one with an amazing outdoor back area that we're gonna go to right now. So don't go away, we're gonna go check that out. See you there. All right, so here we are on number 2. I'm super excited to show you this house, this 4-bedroom, 3-bath here in South Crestview versus we were just in North Crestview. Let's go ahead and take a look inside. Already looking really good outside. You can tell that they're really taking care of these properties, and most of that you're gonna find around this area. Come through the French doors here. All right, initially, again, just like we've seen in that other home, we've got these really tall ceilings. Now, this was built in 2006, so you can see a lot of the different architecture that they did put into this. And of course, they got crown molding now in here. Now, they do have the tile and a couple of different types of flooring throughout here, but most of it does not have any carpet. Now, that's gonna be pretty typical that you're gonna see throughout here. Really love what the owner has done to this property. So off to the left was their formal dining area. Then here to the right is through these French doors is your office, right? Again, really tall ceilings. They've done a really good job in here. What makes this an office versus a bedroom? Well, just know that when we have bedrooms, it's got to have at least 7 feet, a window, and a closet. And this doesn't have a closet, so that's why. All right, so we're gonna go check out the kitchen here in a moment. This is a sitting area, could be dining or formal family room area, whatever that you wanna do. This turned into an office for this person here. And of course, they looked out into this really nice screened-in area, and super excited to show you down there. And that's over there where the master is. But before we do that, let's head into the kitchen. Again, this is all that travertine throughout here. Initially, as we come in here, the things I'm always looking for, pantry. You know why? Because I don't want to go into a home and have to put all my groceries inside the cabinets. If you've ever been in those homes before, you're like, oh, it looks so great. And it was a rehabbed home. Yeah, I did that. I'm a moron. Okay, so coming off here, we'll go back into the kitchen here in a sec. But here we'll see that they do have a sink in here. Again, it's laundry inside. These are always things I'm looking for. Lots of cabinetry in here. Really did good with the space. And if you're curious about this was the other room that we were looking at. Here we are, we do have a 2-car garage. Looks like a 2.5 just from me standing here, but big space. This is typically what we're gonna see in here. Okay. And going into the kitchen, we will look at this. Now, this is not Formica. This is the solid state stuff that they do have throughout. And honestly, I'm a big fan of this stuff too. Now, most of the time for the sinks, when it comes into here, like it's one of the ones that just kind of like fold into it. It's not something that gets inputted in here, like as an add-on. But in this case, that's what it was. But typically that's what go in here. Much more maintenance friendly than the rocks like the quartz and the granite that you normally put in. So you can see as well that they've done stainless steel. In this part of Crestview, we do have gas ranges now. They do have the wood that was, I'm sure, the original 2006 look, but they've really kept it up well, which really makes it stand out. So lots of counter space throughout here. They split this up pretty well. And given the space and the layout that they've done, I really do enjoy this because we're looking into the living room and of course that outdoor area that we're going to check out here just in a moment. And of course, just to show you on the other side of the bar, there are bar stools, so extra seating. I'm sure this is where a lot of people are hanging out. Now over here on the other side, you see we got all these extra cutouts. You've put lighting in there where they put different pieces of art. And then they even put a TV in one of those arches as well. So I'm sure this is part of the original design. Back then, they may have not had the flat screen, so they may be thinking about putting one of those big old box TVs in there. I'm sure that's what would happen. All right, coming over here, this is a split bedroom concept. So you see the first bedroom here. Pretty sizable. This is the only place really that we have carpet is in the bedrooms. We have in here our first bathroom. It's a full bath. It's a tub shower combo. Everything looks in pretty good condition. Really tall ceilings throughout here makes this really feel good. This is that cultured marble. Now this is comparatively to the other home, like this is more of in line, what you're going to see most of the time is that cultured marble inside the bath versus having everything else the same. But that's the difference between style between 2022 and the 2000s, early 2000s. All right, going into our next bedroom here. Again, this is a queen bed, so was the other one, just to give you an idea. And then these closets are your standard depth in closet. They've put in some built-ins in here, but that's typically what you're gonna see here. All right. Okay, moving over here, just past the living room once more. We wanna show you what is over here. So we've got a couple of closets, another bedroom. Again, this is where we have the carpet. Same depth in that closet. Again, this is a, looks like a queen size bed. It's not a twin, but just to kind of show you the size of these rooms. Now this entire area is 2566 for its heated and cooled square footage, but that's not where the impressive parts are, right? As we look at this other bathroom, this is another full bath that has access out to this deck and a shower. Now, most of the time that we see showers and things like this is basically a wet room, right? And it's because there's a pool outside. Is there a pool? Yes. And I'm excited to show you because it's really different than what you're normally gonna find around here. So we're gonna go out and check out that here in a minute. So let's keep going. Again, just giving you that good look here. Love the classic look inside this home. Again, this is quite an interesting home. Now, a lot of these places in Crestview, some of them are built on hills. And if you've never really lived in a place that had all those, there's the front door there. If you've never had one of those, it's interesting how the houses are built and how everything else kind of goes through it. So I'm gonna show you a little bit after we go through the master. So as we go into the master, you can see that the flooring's got the LVP throughout here, that luxury vinyl. This is a king size bed, just to give you an idea of the space that's in here. But there's a ton of space in this room. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it and I'm standing in here, lots of it. There's your Roku TV. Coming down into the master suite, down to the bathroom, we can see that we got side-by-side closets. Actually, really big closets. We got one on the left, and we got one here on the right. One's depth is long, the other one's width. And then coming in here, we got our Jack and Jill. Not Jack and Jill. We have our pocket door. We have a pocket door here to close that off, great for space saving. And then of course here we can see that we've got the dual vanities, the makeup. Now this is pretty normal for that early 2000s look. So lots of natural light in here. Surprised that they don't have the opaque type windows here over the bath. This is a jet tub with the cultured marble around it. And then they've got the cultured marble for the stand-up shower. Now this is actually interesting because most of these stand-up showers are super small. This is actually really good size and comfortable in here too. So actually really impressed with this one. And interestingly enough, you see that they have the ledges in here. Now, a lot of the times you're gonna come in here and you're like, oh wow, this got plenty of space, but there's nothing to put your stuff on. So you only got that little shower caddy, whatever, to put that in there. So that's kind of neat. All right. And of course, we do have the commode that's in here. It's in a separate area. As we talked about before, that's always a nicety for a variety of reasons. All right. So we've seen a lot so far, but this is where things are gonna get real interesting. So here's where I was impressed. So the first part is our screened-in outdoor patio. And the reason that you want the screened-in outdoor patio versus the open that I showed you in the house before is because we got these things called Florida bugs in here, and man, they will drive you crazy. But in here, you have this where you still get the fresh air, you still get all of that. You can see here that he's got a nice TV sitting area, like a little faux fireplace out here. Of course, it wouldn't be complete in the South without some ceiling fans out here. So it makes it look really good. He's put a workbench out here as well, but lots of extra space. All right, and for those loud jet noises, all right, now that we're done with that. So to check out the other parts that we have out here, now we have, to enjoy the outdoor patio, we have this deck here. Now this is really nice too. This is because it's on a hill, it's an elevated deck that looks down into the rest of their lot. And this is kind of nice when it comes in here. Now you can see like the neighbors have a nice lanai and covered pool. Like you can see that. That's an option. And then you have this area here, which I think is pretty awesome. You now have your nice little oasis down here with a pool, right? Nice semi-flat lot. I mean, given a lot that you do have, and pavers and everything else out here. So there's this is a cool like little oasis to be able to hang out in down here. Big fan of this. So you can see too that it's a good night pool. It's the concrete type pool in here. It's not a big pool, but just enough to be able to enjoy. Still get plenty of the sunlight down here. And these are just some of those things that you're gonna find as like these little hidden gems that we have out here in Crestview. That's all that we have for this home. Guys, let me tell you a little bit about this one. I'm gonna look on my cheat sheet here to make sure that I don't get this wrong, but this home is currently listed for $499. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and it's got this sweet pool here built in 2006. It was $2,566 for square footage. That last one that we looked at was $444,900. That was a 5-bedroom, 3-bath built in 2022. That was 3,050 square feet. Pretty amazing, right? So I am a local, I'm a veteran here. I've got a decade of experience here in this market. I've helped so many people, whether military, just relocation out to this area. I personally have relocated here and I absolutely love it. And I would love to be able to help you guys out. So if you're ready to make that new move, give us a call, text, whatever that you need to. I'd love to jump on there to see what of these areas are going to be the best for you and go from there. And we'll go ahead and make your move as easy and as stress-free as we possibly can. So again, my name is Tim Whittemore here with the Whittemore Group LPT Realty, and we'll go ahead and see you in the next video. Hey, before you go, if you want to see more about Crestview, you want to see more about these areas, we have tons of different videos popping up here. Go ahead and check these things out. There are hundreds of videos of the places that you want to explore, talking about pros and cons, cost of living, all those things ready for you. So go ahead and check them out. We'll be right here.